Hi, everybody. How is your day? How was your day? How was your morning been? Are you guys ready for the weekend? What plans do you have? Tell me. Because I just came across, I didn't know this was out there, but there's a TikToker that picked up Brian on, I think she said the 29th of August, and I'm gonna play that for you guys. She made about like 3 or 4 videos for us to see, so I will be displaying that on here. Give me just a second to bring that up. Oh, no, not that. Sorry, guys. This platform is new to me, so I'm just getting used to it. Here it is. Okay, so this is the videos of the TikTok user that claims she picked up Brian Laundrie hiking alone in Grand Teton National Park. So these videos are pretty key, especially the information that she has to give. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll down and get right into it. We're going to play this video.
Hi, my name is Miranda Baker, and on August 29th, my boyfriend and I picked up Brian at Grand Teton National Park at 5:30 at night at Coulter Bay. I'm hoping this can help someone identify him because I saw him from TikTok, which then made me call the authorities, and my boyfriend and I have been in contact with a bunch of different people to help piece together different parts of this case. But we picked him up at Coulter Bay, like I said, at 5:30. He approached us asking us for a ride because he needed to go to Jackson, which we were going to Jackson that night. So I said, hop in. He hopped in the back of my Jeep. We then, proceeded to make small talk. But before he came in the car, he offered to pay us like $200 to give him a ride, like 10 miles. So that was kind of weird. He then told us he's been camping for multiple days without his fiance. He did say he had a fiance, and that she was working on their social media page back at their van. Then once, like, in conversation, I brought up, yep, like, we're going to Jackson. He freaked out. He's like, nope, I need to get out right now. Like, pull over. So we pulled over at the Jackson Dam, which I don't know if you know, like, Teton Park, but it's not very far from Coulter Bay. And if this does, like, reach people, I can post pictures of, exactly where we were. We picked him up and the whole route or whatever, and like screenshots of like the timestamps. We dropped him off at 6:09 p.m. on August 29th. He kind of like hurried out of the car, and then he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go find someone else to, hitchhike. And we're like, okay. It was a weird situation. So when we picked him up, he was wearing a backpack. He had a long sleeve pants, hiking boots, and he had like scruff. But he didn't look dirty. For someone who was camping for multiple days, like, he didn't look dirty. He didn't smell dirty. So that part was kind of weird. And I'm just really hoping that they find her, and this helps someone like remember seeing him, or, something like that.
Okay, so that's what she had to say. Her and her boyfriend picked him up. Pretty much, he was hitchhiking, right? Okay. So now let's get into the other one.
To clarify a few things that people are confused on still, when he asked to ride, he has to go to Jackson, which, if you're familiar with the area, a lot of people call Jackson Hole Jackson. So that's why I said yes to giving him a ride. But you think any good hiker would know south and north. We were going south out of the park when he said he was camping north. He had told us that him and Gabby were not camping on a regulated campsite through the national park, that they were camping basically out in the middle of nowhere along Snake River. This is key information. He said that he had hiked for days along Snake River, but when, like, looking at his backpack, it wasn't full, and he said all he had was a tarp to sleep on, which, you think if you're going camping for days on end, you'd want food and a tent, and he had none of that. And like I said, he looked clean and didn't smell bad.
Okay, I think I think there's one more. Let me scroll down. Yeah, there's another one.
So this is a view of
She's
the
gonna go
whole
into more detail.
journey with Brian. So that's the top at the park at Coulter Bay. And then we drove him to this dam right here. Then at the dam, we dropped him off at this little turnout, and he said he was going to walk across the street to the parking lot, which was full of people, to continue hitchhiking and look for a ride because he freaked out when I said Jackson Hole. He said we needed to pull over, even though Jackson and Jackson Hole are the same thing. It's the same town itself. This is the text I sent to my mom at 6:09, right when he got out of the car, saying I was okay because she was freaking out. This is at the park, or at the pickup location, and we were taking a shower. We then walked across, and our car was parked on the left side of the picture, and he talked to us like right in the middle. And he was talking to my boyfriend the entire time, but like I was the one actually talking, and he was like not frantic, and he was very nice, very polite to us.
Interesting, right? Let's see. Is there another one? Let me see, because I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, what is this one?
Finding Gabby without Brian's help will be extremely difficult, but
See,
not
why isn't he helping?
impossible,
Like, that's the
according
thing,
to
right?
law
He should be
enforcement experts
helping.
here in Utah.
Continuing our team coverage tonight, Fox 13's Haley Higgins joins us live from FBI headquarters in Salt Lake City. Haley.
Yeah, the FBI has a critical role in this because there are so many agencies working on this single case across the country, but they do have a lot of work cut out for them. Law enforcement experts say investigators looking for Gabby Petito have a lot working against them. They didn't know she was missing until 2 weeks after the 22-year-old was last seen in Salt Lake City. And the man who might know where she isn't talking.
Let's just be clear. He looks guilty as hell.
While Brian Laundrie is within his legal rights to stay quiet, former Salt Lake County Sheriff Jim Winder says it is detrimental to the investigation.
This situation where Mr. Laundrie has essentially clammed up poses a problem of significance for law enforcement. If he continues to take the tack that he does, they're going to be in a real tough position.
Yet Brian doesn't have to say anything to investigators.
It's good advice, you know, but again, depending on what side you're on, it's frustrating.
With Brian refusing to talk, physical evidence becomes critical. Winder believes investigators are heavily focused on the digital footprint the couple left behind, especially cell
digital
phones.
footprints.
Until there is some physical evidence to point in that direction, this thing can linger for a long time.
With the case generating national
Absolutely.
attention, retired Unified Police Deputy Chief Chris Bertram says the spotlight is helping investigators make up for lost time.
I think people that were in the area in the Tetons from, say, the 25th till the 30th, they're going to be going back and searching their minds. They're going to be searching their videos. They're going to be looking at their pictures to see if there's anything there that helps them.
Yep, that's true.
Now, the FBI says there's no bit of information that is too small or too inconsequential. They're asking for anyone who may have seen Gabby or have pictures or video of her to let them know. Reporting live in Salt Lake City tonight, Haley Higgins, Fox 13 News, Utah.
All right, so there's that one. Okay, that is all of the TikToker that gave Brian a ride. Her and her boyfriend gave Brian a ride. Let's see. There was one other thing that I know that I wanted to show. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see. This, I think this is, yeah, this is a timeline I found. This is a timeline that I found on one of the Facebook groups that I joined. And it's really, it puts down a little timeline. I mean, I don't know how true this is, but this is just a little timeline. So let me see if I can show this. There it is. Okay, so this is the timeline that I found on one of the Facebook groups called, I think it's Find Gabby Petito. And okay, so she found this timeline based on Brian Laundrie. If this is already posted somewhere, please delete. So I just copy and pasted. So Brian Laundrie lives in Northport, Florida. He met Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith's daughter, Gabby Petito, in Bayport Blue Point High School in Bayport town of Islip, Suffolk County, New York. In 2019, he started dating Gabby and she moved in with him in his Northport home. In July 2020, he proposed to Gabby and she said yes. And the same month, he hiked to Colorado. On October 28th, 2020, he took to Instagram to share photos of him and Gabby with the caption, "Never got around to posting these. I died just to watch all of our memories repeat on repeat, and never loved anyone as much as this girl." Then April of 2021, he and Gabby visited Blood Mountain in Georgia. Then on June 17, 2021, he and Gabby went to her hometown, Blue Point, Suffolk County, to attend her brother's high school graduation. July 22nd, 2021, he and Gabby left from Blue Point from their cross-country camping trip. The couple traveled across the U.S. in a white 2012 Ford Transit van with a Florida license plate and spent time in Colorado and Utah. And then on August 19th, 2021, Gabby uploaded a YouTube video featuring a glimpse into her van adventures with him. She said after their first cross-country trip in a Nissan Sentra, they both decided to downsize their lives and travel full-time, so they handcrafted their 2012 Ford Transit van. Makes sense, right? Okay, so from August 12th to August 24th, 2021, he and Gabby were in Utah while they were in Salt Lake County, Utah on August 21st, 2021. Her father placed an Uber Eats order for her because she did not have Wi-Fi due to power outage. So Brian was in Florida on 8/16 to 8/23. Around August 24th, he and Gabby left Salt Lake City for Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, USA, according to her mother. On August 25th, 2021, their 2012 Ford Transit van was spotted at the park. On September 11th, 2021, Schmidt reported Gabby missing to the Suffolk County Police Department. On the same day, police found him at the Northport home. And then after Gabby was reported missing on September 11th, he hired an attorney and refused to speak publicly about her whereabouts, according to her family. Brian returned to Florida September 1st. Just wowzers, right? Wowzers. That's just crazy. Like, I don't know what he could be hiding. It's like I said in my other video. I think both of them had, of course, anxiety, mental health problems. And I'm thinking something happened. I don't know if he did it or what, but something happened and he doesn't want to admit something's happened and he doesn't want to take fault for it because maybe it was accidental. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But I wish he would just give whatever information he does have to the authorities, because I mean, to me, it helps both sides. It helps both him. It helps Gabby and her parents. Like, I don't understand. Like, in my eyes, it's a win-win. Like get rid of this guilty conscience that you have. Just get rid of it. Give up the information, you know. But that's just how I see it. I have linked in my description where the links to the videos and the TikToker and her boyfriend that picked up Brian and had a conversation with him. I've linked that in the description so you guys can go back and watch it if you would like to on your own time. But in the meantime, thank you guys for checking out the video, coming in, chilling out, hanging out. I hope you guys have a rest of your day. There's my email in case you guys have any questions or any topics you'd like to discuss with me about. And also just hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, comment for algorithm, and you guys have a great day.